Okay, so I bought this setup off the internet, and it was a little rusty, so I just kind of threw some paint on it. Um, it doesn't really have to look pretty, you know. like, so I ran into an issue where the clutch master cylinder goes in. It's a clutch pedal for the 04 G35 that I'm 6MT swapping. It's a 5AT right now. So right here's where that where the bracket goes, that the pin goes through. So the problem I'm having is that the shaft isn't long enough on the master cylinder to allow the pedal to come out. It's actually like, if it'll do it, it's actually like that far from where its resting point, which is supposed to be there. I'm going to take these off too. I had this problem on my 240. These dry rot and then they fall off, and then it doesn't connect to that to this switch, and then you can't start your car. So I fixed that with the 240. I threw a bolt in there. So I'm going to do that with these. I take these little plungy things out and throw some bolts in there. You just use the head of the bolt and you put a nut on the back of it and thread locker. That way it doesn't go. You use really short, bolts or whatever. That way it doesn't move. And it actuates this button. I don't know why they use them rubber things. I guess because of, shock or whatever. Doesn't matter to me. Anyhow, the clutch pedal is about that short. So to get more throw out of it, I'm going to cut these off using that. I'm just going to cut them off, cut them shorter, and then I'm going to remount it in the car and see how much closer that gets me. I mean, that's a good distance there. I'll cut them off, and then I'm probably going to grind them smooth. That way I don't have any issues there. Shoot some paint back on it so it doesn't have any rust issues. And put it back in the car, and hopefully I have a good result. I'm not sure what year this came out of, but I got them on a really good deal. It was like $40 for this and the brake pedal. So the clutch pedal and the brake pedal. Let's see, the clutch pedal or the brake pedal, one of them, yeah, the brake pedal had a bracket on the top here. So I was able to take the two bolts out, and then it had a rivet in it, and I just cut that off. And now it fits better in the car because it had like this long end on it, for mounting. I don't know what it came out of. Like I said, I mean, it was a Nissan of some sort. So I took that off, and now the brake pedal, that's what it was. The brake pedal fits better in the car. The wiring harness comes right across here where that bracket would have been. So I took that off, and it doesn't even touch that anymore. So the brake pedal will now mount straight in the car like it's supposed to. I wasn't going to just cut the automatic brake pedal down because I don't do things like that. So this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to cut these off, and that should allow this to, go flush against the firewall again. And I'm going to see if that gives me the result that I need. And then hopefully I won't have to be right on the very end of the master cylinder. The little bracket that goes over top of this, it's like right on the end of the master cylinder shaft. Like it's like really on the end. I want to wheel it back in so I have somewhere to, make sure that it's not going to come off. Yeah, you guys get it. So that's what I'm going to do. And then hopefully I could wheel it in a little bit to get it to match up, and then still have this to where it touches there, because the pedal goes down a little bit like that, which it doesn't match up with the brake pedal. So when I go to hit it, it's going to be back further. I don't know. It's just going to throw me off. So I want it to be up here right with the brake pedal. So that's my issue. The master cylinder shaft isn't long enough because of these right here. So that should allow it to, rest up against the firewall and give me more support. It doesn't move anyhow. I'm not using these holes because it doesn't move. So I'm going to cut these off, and then it really won't move. And if it does move, I'll have my buddy grind the side of this off and just weld it to the car. I don't really care. But yeah, I'll keep you guys posted. Thanks.